Watching TV and movies in English can be frustrating, because native speakers speak really quickly, and also because it sounds like they're speaking a kind of a second language, a different version of English from what is taught in schools. And this is partially true. One of the primary reasons for this is contraction. You already know about some standard contractions, like won't and couldn't. But native speakers take this to another level. We contract almost anything. Sometimes we even contract contractions. An example of this is the phrase "I'ma." "I'ma" is a contraction of "I am going to." It becomes "I'm gonna," and then just "I'ma." So occasionally you'll hear people say things like "I'ma go" or "I'm a shower," which does not mean that I am a shower. It means I am going to shower.
Okay.
Dryer, right?
Dryer. So I always feel like, as a youngin', I hated wine, right? So I feel like the one that's the grossest to me is the most expensive. So I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with A most expensive, right? Isn't that how it works?
Another example of this is the word "who'da," which is a contraction of "who would have." You often hear this "who'da thought" or "who'da gone," meaning who would have thought something, or who would have gone.
Who'da thunk it? You come to prison, and the first thing that you're going to do is play Simon Says. Is everybody familiar with Simon Says? Now, come on. Obviously, you've never been in prison before. Is everybody familiar with Simon Says? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Another very common example of this is "whatcha." This is a contraction of "what are you?" You often hear this with another contraction, "gonna." What you gonna? What you gonna do? Which means, what are you going to do?
Hi, Phineas.
Oh, hi, Isabella.
What you doing?
We're entering the Swamp Oil 500 today.
Aren't you gonna need a pit crew?
Do you know a pit crew?
Well, I know a few people who work well together.
Great, you're hired. See you at the track.
There are lots of different ones of these. These are just 3 examples. But it is important to know that this can happen, and the conditions under which we commonly contract things. Small words are often contracted and sometimes even destroyed. Prepositions, it, on, at, under. Pronouns, you, me, he, she. And any helping word, did, does, am, are, and have. Those are the ones that are most commonly contracted and often form new sounds. So, as a little test, here are 4 non-standard English contractions for you to guess. I'll give you a little hint for each one. The first is a noun, gesunde. The second is a question, wanna cuppa. The third is a question, jeet jet. And the fourth is also a question. Hayawaya. So, tell me what you think. Post your answer in the comments, and I'll let you know if you're right.